soon as I hit record.
Action.
Live from Boynton Beach, Florida. This documentary, researched and written by the BBC, is meant to pay tribute to one of England's favorite sons on this momentous occasion, his 75th birthday. They apologize for the lack of detail of his youth, deliberately withheld by his family as advised by their attorneys. Mr. Wymant, properly pronounced Waymant, was born January 27th, 1935 in Greenwich, which is properly spelled, however, properly pronounced Greenwich. He was given the name Roy, short for royalty, and was the proud baby in a family of 6. His early childhood was very humble, to say the least. However, through hard work, dedication, and perseverance, he soon amassed a large fortune and became extremely wealthy. At last, Roy achieved his childhood dream, joined the upper class, and became one of Great Britain's elite society members. At the age of 35, Roy decided to come to Toronto in order to build his Canadian empire, so he claims. The truth is that he fled rather quickly, since he was under intense investigation for tax evasion. Under disguise, Roy worked for a number of construction companies, including Cadillac Fairview, where I first met him and soon became friends. He proceeded to tell me that he was in final negotiations to take over ownership from the Bronfman family. Roy was street smart and worked mostly for Jewish companies, recognizing that he could get double holidays. He soon was given the title of Honorary Jew. Mr. Wymant was extremely articulate, and I was envious of his eloquence at conducting weekly job meetings. Actually, no one could understand a word he said, except for the odd expletive spoken every 15 seconds. I am indebted to Roy for some of the meaningful yet subtle expressions which he taught me, and I am able to incorporate them in conversation on a daily basis. For example, Tic-Tac Man, begs the core, and of course my favorite, take out your willy. They so help to enrich and elevate the quality and level of expressive linguistic communication. I unfortunately played golf with Mr. Wymant on a number of occasions where Roy thinks he is Tiger Woods. No, not in a womanizing sense. He is the only duffer I know who takes off his glove, lies on the green to painstakingly examine each blade of grass, and then proceeds to 4-putt on every hole. Roy thinks that he is quite dapper. However, cooking Easter dinner dressed in a buttoned-up suit, shirt and tie is definitely overdressing. Carving the turkey with a 25-year-old electric knife is also overkill. However, Roy explains that his skill saw was broken. Mr. Wymant prides himself for having kept up with modern technology. His computer skills are highly advanced, as he now works on the latest version of a solar-powered manual adding machine. When Nancy recently purchased a digital camera, Roy inquired as to what kind of film was needed to take pictures. Just because Nancy is in the Mendelssohn choir, Roy fancies himself as a gifted singer. I sat next to him at a night at the proms, and when Roy joined in the singing of Rule Britannia, 4 rows on either side of Roy got up to change seats. Last year, Roy and Nancy sailed around the world, and immediately on his return, he began to inquire about perhaps going somewhere else the following year. I came up with a great idea that I thought might immortalize my legendary friend. I contacted Steven Spielberg, the famous movie maker, and tried to interest him in the sequel that I was writing to My Fair Lady, starring Roy Wymant as Liza Doolittle's counterpart. I intended to title the musical My Fool Laddie. Stephen wrote back the following week, and he said that he reviewed the script, liked the idea, as well as the title and music. However, when he looked at the video of Roy singing The Rain in Spain, he said, "No fucking way! Happy birthday, you old geezer!" Stop.